Big Joe Parker, how are you? You had fun, right?
Listen, the music's playing.
Yeah.
And I've had a good race today. I got my whole team here, and everything is good.
Have you brought your family over as well?
My brother's here, my cousins, coaches, massage therapist, chef, George Locker, everyone's here.
And you had your last fight here, you got this fight here, hey, maybe your next fight will be here. It feels like Riyadh's becoming home.
Listen, I'm very familiar with Riyadh, and every time we've come here, we've had the best time. I'm not just saying that we had the best time, good service, well looked after, and everything is on point and on track for Saturday night.
Fantastic. Well, listen, let's bring in Andy Lee here. Andy, I was watching an interview with you earlier. You did a few, brilliant. I always listen to them. You talked about this fight with Deontay Wilder potentially being a shootout. Tell me a little bit more about that.
We're coming for a knockout. And he comes for a knockout. So it can't be anything else. We're not going the distance. We're preparing for a knockout win.
I watched the same interview and it made me laugh because you said basically people can really tend to overcomplicate boxing, and I'm watching it thinking I am definitely one of those people. But at the same time you said it is a simple sport. You know, we talked about it during the week. Someone's going down on Saturday. It is as simple as that.
Yeah. When you get into the technicalities of it, there is some complications, but when you know the basics, like in anything, you have to master the essence. You have to master the basics and the fundamentals, and then you find the essence. And then, so we can get deep into it. But really, when you bear it all, hit the man and don't get hit.
Simple.
And there's many ways to do that. There is many ways to do it. But
let me ask you this: the only man to beat him, of course, has been Tyson Fury. Have you guys been, not just, obviously you got Tyson with you, but have you been watching those fights, pausing it, going through it, rewinding it? Like, does that happen?
We watched the third fight a bit. We watched Hellenius. Those are his two last recent fights. There's a lot. The more you watch him, you cannot. If you don't watch a fighter and you listen to all the hype, you can get intimidated very easily. But just by watching him, you can see your chance. You can see what you can do. I can see what Joe can do, and the chance we have and the opportunity we have. And I think it's a great situation for Joseph. A great situation.
You're not intimidated at all, are you, Joseph?
Oh, we are here and we are ready. Like Andy said, everything's done. Now it's time to go out there and perform. That's it.
We were saying to Frank Warren just now, actually, that as a character, Deontay Wilder does seem to have changed a bit over the last few years, maybe due to those defeats against Tyson. He seems like a bit of a philosopher these days.
Yeah,
have you noticed that?
It's a different approach, and I guess maybe it's the opponents that he fights. Different approach from what he's had in the past. And I guess it's great to be respectful.
He's still with a new coach as well.
Yeah.
And I think a fighter like Deontay, who is a devastating puncher, if you try to add some technicalities to him, you might take away some of the things that got him to where he once was. There's ups and downs to everything you do in life and in boxing, and for every up that he might gain in technique, he might lose a bit of that explosiveness or that rawness or the unorthodox style that he had that made him so unpredictable.
Yeah, I remember I was talking to a coach in a different sport about this not that long ago, and he was saying to me that you do want to strengthen weaknesses if you can, but it can't come at the expense of weakening strengths, basically.
Yeah, you can you can overtrain a fighter to where they just drill. You have to let them improvise themselves and have their own thoughts. You know what I mean? It's a simple game, as I said. Simple game.
Let me ask you about his fight with Robert Hellenius. That was the last one. Now, a lot of people will look at that and they'll say first round knockout, he knocked him out. But in the time preceding that, did he have it all his own way against Robert Hellenius, or did you see anything in those preceding 2 minutes 57 seconds to suggest maybe he's not the guy he was?
You can't really tell just from the little round, the first round.
He was just moving around. The sparring partner, former sparring partner, just moving with him.
Well, look, he's about to be introduced. You're about to look at the man himself. What do you see when you look at this guy, Joseph Parker? You're looking at the screen. What do you think?
I see a man, and his name is Deontay Wilder, and he's ready to put on a public performance.
Well, he's a man who also plans to knock you out, though. I mean, there's not many men around here who are planning on doing that on Saturday. Just this guy.
Yeah. Listen, he wants to knock me out. I want to knock him out. And all the fighters on the undercard will knock each other out.
That's guys. Can I just let Joseph watch this now without me talking about it? You go watch Deontay. And if you want me to stay, I'll stay. But if not, I'm happy to leave too.
No, you can
Should
stay by
stay
all
with
means.
us.